Battery 90%.
All right. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. We're just getting started, just settling into our seats. I'm going to continue today with the Colonial Viper build. On Friday, we managed to get through 17 steps in an hour and a half. And so we kind of went the chaos build route. We just had a bunch of parts, and we tried searching for them live on stream, and it just did not work out. It was bad. So I spent some time over the weekend trying to organize parts, and hopefully this goes better. So for some reason, the music stopped. I'm going to try this for music. And let's get started. All right, so I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to keep my coffee handy, because coffee. Where am I going to keep it handy, though? I think that's probably a good place for it. Okay, and so this is kind of where we wound up. As you can see, we're starting to build the main body for the Viper. It's still not quite, locked down in terms of articulation. Today, we're going to continue building the body. We're going to work on the cockpit. And so let's get started. So this is the main assembly. This is where we left off. You can see in the build. And we just added these pieces here. So we're going to continue over here. Actually, yeah, we're going to continue here. So let's. So if I organize this correctly, this should be a bag of everything I need for the next number of steps. Kind of set them out. Whoa, that was a lot of parts. I hope I didn't drop anything. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is probably going to be a short stream also, I should say. Sunday is actually relatively busy. And so just wanted to give you guys a heads up in case you know. If we can, we're going to try to raid into Dani's stream later. So that will be fun. That will be fun. In fact, let me kind of keep an eye on her stream just to make sure we don't miss her. I'm going to keep an eye on her stream on the side. So what we need, I'm gathering pieces that we need. We need this T piece. We need 3 of these black dowels, and I've gathered 2 of them so far. Should be at least 1 more in here somewhere, unless I dropped it. There we go. Okay, and what we're going to do is this T is going to attach to this existing T, and we're going to drop these black dowels on the very ends of the T. Hope everyone's having a fantastic weekend. It's been a busy one for me. It's been a busy one for me. I went out and I did about 3 hours of Pokemon hunting yesterday. It was community day in Pokemon Go. In case you're aware, if you want to join me in Pokemon Go, let me know. I'd be happy to send you my friend code. The best way to reach me is probably on Discord. So we have a new Discord. It's primarily going to be a repository of where I keep my photos and YouTube links. But it might be good to kind of keep track of what we do in Pokemon Go there too. So if you want to do that, go ahead and join me on Discord. Let me know that you're into Pokemon Go. If it becomes a thing, maybe we can set up a channel for it, and we'll do that. That could be fun. So I'm just attaching these bricks as directed. I really enjoy Pokemon Go. It's kind of nice being out on your own. My kids don't play anymore, so it's just me. And I quite enjoy it. Next step, we're going to need this 1x16 with holes on the sides. Let's make sure it's the correct number of studs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is. And it's going to go upside down with the end like so. And as we can see in the diagram, this last blue stud is still sticking out, which is perfect. This is becoming quite the beefy structure. Okay, next we're going to continue beefing this front section up. And we're going to set aside another one of these 1x16s. We're going to need a 1x8 plate. Should be easy to spot here. By the way, I had the hardest time looking for these black parts in the bags. This is part of what slowed me down. Looking for these parts, those black parts in the bags, was just the most frustrating experience. All right, let's see. It seems like it wants us to put these plates on the underside of the brick. So I'm going to try to do this as directed. It looks like the by4 is going to go on this side, and the by8 is going to go on this side. And I think it's roughly in that position. I'm going to pre-attach them here. And then we're going to put it on the main assembly. Again, the end goes there. I think I probably should have started with the blue. Yeah, that would have helped. There we go. Beautiful. Again, quite beefy. This front section, it's pretty beefy now. And again, we have the blue dowel sticking up. Next, we're going to apply 2 of these small gray dowels, which are these parts. Just need to find the other one. Let's see if we can find it. There it is. I see it. All right. And these 2 gray dowels, they have little studs sticking out on top so that you can attach stuff onto them. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them offset here by 1 hole, and same thing with the other one, offset by another hole. So there we go. Easy peasy. This is going much better. This is flowing much better than the last stream, I have to say. Next, we'll need a 1x8 brick with the holes on the side, and 2 more of the black dowels. So let's grab 1 of those black dowels and another one. Goodness gracious. All right, there we go. And then we're going to put this one facing upwards, like so. Okay, good. And then we're going to stick a black dowel. How many did we need? I thought we needed 2 of those black dowels, but nope, we only need 1. And we're going to put this black dowel here, next to, actually dead center of this part. There we go. Fantastic. So you can see the pieces coming together. It's starting to build that symmetry on this side. We're getting there. Whoa, that was way too zoomed out. This PDF viewer is a little wonky. Okay, next we need that black T part, which I'm not seeing here. It's a little bit of a concern. Maybe I didn't grab it. It kind of concerns me that I might have to go into those bags and try to look for it. As I mentioned, looking for those black parts, not fun. Not fun. I do not see that black. Oh. Black T part. Of course. Ooh, breathe. All right, now we're going to put this black T part on those blue dowels. And again, kind of building that symmetry from the other side. We're doing the same thing here. Looking good. This next step, we're going to start working on the cockpit. So, funny enough, I have parts here, but for some reason, one of the parts was excluded from the set. Kind of frustrating. And we'll have to go back and add it later, but let's go along with what we have for now. So we need this 2x1 with the double hooks, and we need this rod, which eventually we're going to attach a chrome lightsaber hilt to. And then this wedge piece is going to snap onto that lightsaber hilt. However, we don't have it. We don't have it, which is a bummer. So we're going to hold off on attaching that joystick until we get it. I put it on order. We should get it later, and we'll put it in. So this part, it looks like is going to go here. Right. Very good. And next we need this 2x4 brick with the dowels on the ends. And we're going to attach it to this part here. Again, starting to build that cockpit, which is very cool. This PDF reader's freaking out on me. Okay, we need 2 1x3 black plates. So that's 1 and 2. There we go. We're going to add them here, and it's going to tie together that gray brick with the rest of the main subassembly. So now that helped constrain this part. It's no longer mobile. Kind of nice. Kind of nice. Now we need these special black bricks, curved black bricks. Need to search for them in my mess here. Again, the black parts are still relatively hard to see, even on my desktop. I do have a black desktop, so that probably doesn't help. So here's one of the parts that we'll need. The second one is shaped just like that. I'll put it here by the main assembly so you can see it. And there's the other one. So these are the two pieces that we need. And it looks like they're going to form part of that cockpit as we put them here and here. Oh, that just fell out right out of my hand. All right, there we go. So forming part of that cockpit. Nice. Pretty sure I got that right. Pretty sure I got that right. I'm just zooming in to see how it's attached. So, like 95% sure. Now we're going to need some 2x1 curve parts. Shouldn't be so hard to spot. Let's see. Here's one. We're going to need 4 of these. We're going to need 4 of these. And they're curved like so. Nope. There's 2. 2 more. 3. Set these aside while I dig through parts here. These parts are actually especially hard to see when they're upside down for some reason. It's just the way they are. Here it is. Okay, so we have 4 parts. Then we're going to zoom into the assembly instructions and make sure we get it right. So we have 2 parts that go here. I know, I guess on camera, the contrast is better than it is in real life. In real life, there's actually very low contrast between the black parts, so it's actually kind of hard to see. And then these parts finish off the back here nicely, so you got a nice curved surface. I think for the seat, I think this is where someone would sit, right? So that's actually finished off quite nicely. All right, let's zoom it out and continue. Zoom way out here. What happened? Okay, next step, we're going to need 2 of these wedges. And I saw these wedges around. That's one. That's one. Let's put it aside here. And we need another wedge. Not this kind of wedge. We'll need another wedge. So, by the way, I changed the music up a little bit. I'm trying, it's basically playing all different kinds of genres now. So, if you have any feedback about it, let me know. It's not bad. And the wedges go here. Again, finishing off that interior of the cockpit nicely. There we go. So you can see that that's finished nicely now. The contrast is not the best. Maybe I can do it over here. That looks nice. That's looking nice. Okay, and now we're going to start building up the seat, which is nice. Very cool. And we're going to start super simple with a 1x2 brick. And then we're going to add some wedges to it. These kinds of wedges, they have studs on the long side. And 2 of those. And so we're going to add them on top of the brick. Like that. Then we have a piece that looks like this. And then we need these kind of dark gray, kind of a gunmetal gray parts. And And they're going to go on just like so. We need 4 of those. 2. We'll even them out. Right now they're a little askew. We'll even them when all of 4 are on. Okay, now let's even things out a bit because things are a little wonky. Go. Feel like things are still a little wonky there. This last brick just wants to pop off. There we go. There we go. So it's on nice and tight. We need these 2x1 or 1x1 plates on the end. Another 1x1 plate on the end. Then we're going to take some flat plates. Hey, Linnea, good to see you stop in. Thanks for coming by. Just continuing, just having a chill, short stream. Trying to continue building this Colonial Viper. It's gonna be a super long build. And I had a hard time with the first stream. It was a little disorganized, but I think we're doing better. I spent some time over the weekend organizing the parts, kind of sorting them, and so I'm hoping that we have a better time of it, a better go of it. So right now we're working on the seat for the Colonial Viper, and you can see what the Colonial Viper looks like. I'm trying to like point like over here, so it'll look like that eventually. And right now we're building the seat for it. So this is what we've gotten so far. Starting with the inside of the main body, of course. This is where the pilot would sit, and so we're gonna get there slowly but surely. How's your weekend been? I think you're the only one in the stream, Linnea, but you know what? Let me give you a shout out for future posterity. Please, if you can, go follow my good friend Wallen Arts. In fact, let me give you a super shout out. Wallen Arts. Linnea is, what happened to my, there we go. Linnea is a super talented artist. She streams music sometimes. Sometimes we see puppies on camera, super adorable. And she's incredibly talented, and please drop her a follow if you can. So, Linnea has some awesome things cooking for this channel, which we'll see. We'll see soon. It's great to see you. I hope your weekend's been good. How's everybody? I saw that David had a chance to stream a hockey game. I didn't quite get to make it to it because I think I was late, but that's really cool. Let's see. Right now I'm gathering parts for this next step. I need 4 of these parts in gunmetal. 4. Good. We're going to apply them. Feel like, so I'm going to apply them to the back where they have holes for the studs. Oh, you figured out how to stream for the Xbox. Very cool. Are you using a capture card, or are you able to stream it to a PC and then capture it using a Windows capture? Oh no. Camera battery only lasts for an hour and a half. Yeah. I'm having a little trouble with this part. It keeps wanting to pop off, but I think it's okay for now. Oh, directly from the Xbox. Very cool. Right, so think we've got those pieces in place now. Still working on that. We need some 1x1 plates, which are these guys. You should have seen the mess of Legos on Friday, Linnea. It was bad. Via capture card, the game got low res. Oh, yeah, interesting. That makes sense because it takes up a little more GPU and CPU power to do that capture and nope, that's not the part I want. And translation. I think a 1x1 part would not be so hard to find. Okay, I'm gonna start sorting pieces over here. Start sorting plates. Put plates over here. Fantastic. 2x1. There we go. All right. Still no luck finding that other 1x1 that I need, but we'll get it eventually. It's in here somewhere. Pretty sure it's in here somewhere. Let's see. All right. I'm also kind of lurking, Linnea, I'm also kind of lurking secretly in Dani's stream. We're probably going to raid her later. It's going to be a short one. Here it is. I got it over here somehow, but that's the part we needed. But yeah, I think this will be a relatively short stream. We're probably going to finish this bag and then raid into Dani's stream, which will be fun. Surprise her. Yeah, Mimi, speed run. Well, certainly more of a speed run than last Friday. Friday we had tons of trouble sorting breaks. Mimi, welcome. Let me give you a quick shout out as well. Mimi is an amazing music streamer, super chill, super friendly, sings in so many different languages. It boggles my mind. Please, if you haven't seen her, please drop her a follow. We're having just a quick short stream, Mimi. It's Friday. We were super disorganized. I kind of went the chaos build route, and I had a bunch of parts, and I tried to pick them out. And in what happened here? And in an hour and 20 minutes, we only got through 17 steps. So you can't speak Spanish? That's okay. You can sing in Spanish though, right? So it was bad on Friday. We only got through 17 steps. Just trying to pick parts out of the mess. And so today we're making better progress. I spent some time organizing before stream, and I think we'll do better. We will do better. By the way, Mimi, if you haven't met Wallen Arts, she is an incredibly talented artist. Let me give her a quick shout out so you kind of see her. You kind of see her her bio as well. Super talented artist. She occasionally sings. She has super cute puppies, doggos. And so, yeah, for sure. Wallen Arts has designed a number of Dani's emotes, and she's working on some for me, which I'm super happy about, super excited about. And let's see. go. We're going to gather four more of these pieces. That's a black one, not gunmetal. All right. You would think a gunmetal part in a sea of black parts should not be that hard to find. There we go. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to attach these gray pieces here. I feel like this whole sub-assembly is a little loosey-goosey, but I think it'll tie together nicely. This is going to be kind of like the backrest for the seat. It's not looking like much right now, but it will when we're done with it. Okay, and then we're going to add some flat pieces to kind of finish it out, make it look nice. And so 2 pieces here. There we go. And then some more wedge pieces, black wedges on the ends. And so you can see what we're doing is we're kind of building up that backrest for the pilot. Are either of you familiar with Battlestar Galactica? And if so, the classic or the new one? So this is kind of what that backrest is looking like right now. Right. So we're going to continue gathering pieces. We'll need this gunmetal part and this little clippy part, except we'll need 2 of each. So 2 and 1 more clip. Gray. I'm kind of looking around because I'm getting a lot of reflections off the surface, the work surface. All right, and we're gonna attach it to this side with the holes facing upwards. Give it a good squeeze. And then the clips on the bottom in this orientation. Got to make sure they're oriented correctly, otherwise they won't be able to clip onto what they need to. Very nice. Fantastic. And then we'll need a couple of those gunmetal wedges, which will go on top of these parts. And that is not the right orientation. Okay. And we kind of want to do that like so. How's your weekend gone, Mimi? Everything good? I love hanging out in your streams. It's so chill. I appreciated the time in yesterday's stream, just kind of hanging out, chilling. Actually, part of what I was doing during your stream was organizing for this stream. So sorting parts to make sure it would flow a little better. You slept a lot today? That's good. That's good. You know, you got to listen to your body when it tells you that. That's my belief anyways. Flip this part over. And this is going to tie these 4 bricks together. We're going to get it nice and tight. 9 hours. Yeah, for sure. You got to listen to that body when it tells you it needs rest. Listen. Sleep much at all? Oh, yeah, I get you. Yeah, that happens when you're kind of like tired yourself out from the week. There we go. All right. I'm just making sure everything's nice and tight because parts keep wanting to pop off. So the seat's coming along well. We're going to need one of these parts. It's a 2x1 brick with studs on the front as well. And then a couple of these 1x1s with holders on the front. I swear I saw the other one. There it is. Let's see. And where are we going to put these guys? So this is going to go on the back side as well. And this goes upside down like so, with the studs facing forward. Let's go here as well. Right next to the brick. A little bit of a tricky build. Instructions are pretty good. Definitely seen worse. Okay, good. And then we're going to take 2 more 1x2 bricks, and these will have holes on the side, like that. Like that. I need to find the other one. There it is. Okay, and these bricks will attach on this side to the bottom. I was trying to interpret what that rotate symbol meant. There we go. That's nice and solid. And we need 2 of these black curved parts. I saw one, so it's these guys. We'll need 2 of those. Let's see. Oh, there it is. And again, we rotate. These parts go here, and it'll finish the bottom of the seat quite nicely once we snap that in. I don't feel like it's wanting to snap in nicely though. There we go. Just have to kind of fit it in there. It doesn't sit exactly against this brick. You can see there's a little bit of a gap, which makes it tricky, a little problematic, because if you squeeze down on that end part, it will definitely pop off. So just being a little careful in how I assemble everything. So these are not, another quirk about this build is that they're not genuine Legos. So I think the tolerances are not quite as nice, and they kind of have a tendency to want to come apart when they're not toleranced correctly. So just gonna gather parts here. Good. And I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take the seats in this orientation. We're gonna put the blue dowels with a short end here. That's snapped on quite nicely. That goes there, and then we attach these pieces facing forward, so. All the way in. All right, and they rotate freely right now. Good. And then we're going to continue with the seat. And it looks like we're going to build another tiny sub-assembly. This is going to be the top, the headrest, if you will. And we're going to need one of these pieces. You're going to need a black piece with a hole on the side. So 1x1 brick with a hole on the side. It's not these guys. Not this guy. Not that guy. I'm gathering all the parts that it's not. Oh, I found it. We need one of those. I need 2 more wedges, 2 more black wedges. That's one. Find that other black wedge. Excellent. And then a 1x2 plate. And then we're going to make the headrest sub-assembly. And we put the wedges on that special 2x1 brick. Good, good. All right. Then the 2x1 plate goes on the back. And then the 1x1 brick goes in the center with the hole oriented upwards. And then we're going to drop it onto the main seat assembly. So you can see it's got those little clips. It's got the little clips here on top. And so that's where we're going to snap it in. Let's go ahead and just snap that in. Come on. There we go. That was a nice little snap. So now we can see we have this little seat built up. Looking good. Looking good. I dig it. Oh, and the little ejection handles. So what we do is we take these little Lego whips. Little Lego whips. And those are going to kind of act as the ejection handle, if you will. And so we're going to route them as best we can through here. I just popped it off. That's not great. It's very flexible though. Let me see how we can do this because I'm a little concerned about routing these parts. Boy, this whole thing's kind of falling apart, isn't it? You know what? I'm going to take this off. That might actually work better. There we go. And then we're going to stick that through there as well. I don't know if that'll fit. I'm trying to figure out how to fit these parts through. End of the Lego whip is a little chonky. I don't know if I can fit it through with the other cable in there. That seems like it worked better in the Lego CAD than in real life. Because that is certainly not wanting to go through IRL. Trying to do it here at the thinnest part where the cable is thinnest, but it's still not wanting to pop in. I'm tempted to use something to kind of poke it through, because I feel like if I could get enough pressure, I could do it. Oh, maybe I got it. All right, we got it. The next trick is going to be to get this to pop into ends. So let's see if we can do that. In fact, I'm going to do that first before we pop this whole sub-assembly back in. I'm going to try to stick the ends of the little whips into these holes. That went in nicely. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. There we go. Again, that went in relatively nicely. And then I'm going to try to put these parts back on, these bricks, where they're supposed to go. Okay, good, good, good. And then this brick attaches to the headrest. There we go. So now we have, that could probably be better, huh? Did I get them backwards? should have. That's kind of a bummer. I'm going to be a perfectionist and get this right. I'm going to change the order. I can't quite tell if they're twisted inside, and so they're not reacting correctly. That's a possibility. And I'm going to try to get that brick in there because I think maybe I did get it right. Okay. No, I did get them backwards. So let's take it off. Change where these guys go. Okay. I'm gonna move the whip around. Mimi, oh, I said, oh, thank you, Mimi. You know, we just got a Logitech Brio webcam here. We have kind of a cheapo, and we have kind of cheapo 1080 cams here, and for the face cam. And so it works. It's been okay. It's been okay. Although I did learn that apparently you can't run more than 2 webcams over a Thunderbolt dock. 2 is the maximum. So that was something that happened. Oh, there we go. Excellent. So now we've got those ejection handles. Seat. That looks better. I feel better about it. And then we're going to drop that whole seat assembly. Whoa. That was too much. We're going to drop that whole seat assembly into the main body. We're going to attach the blue dowel. We're going to slide it in by the side, it looks like. I'm going to slide in that blue dowel here. There we go. And I didn't quite get that. I didn't quite get that gray. Let me pull that out. I didn't quite get that gray, this gray part angled like I needed to. So we're going to do that. It looks like it wants it to be relatively at a 90-degree angle. So we're going to try to keep it from falling on that side, because that side's closed and we can't modify it once it's there. There we go. And that whole brick just came off, which is not helpful. Struggling with this a bit. This whole seat is a little loosey-goosey, so I'm a little concerned about it, but let's see what angle this works at. Again, something that works in LEGO CAD does not necessarily work in real life. It's just a little wonky. I wonder if it needs to be back one more part. Let me try shifting this back. I wish you could spin these parts around. It certainly does seem like it works better. That certainly does seem like it works better, doesn't it? I think that's correct. I think I just had it too close. So now this is what the seat looks like. Kind of give you a little bit of a perspective view. Looking good. I'll give you a close up on this side. This way. That way. There we go. All right. And we're going to continue. I think this time we're going to continue working on the main body. So we're going to take one of these 1x7 rounded parts and 2 black dowels. That's one black dowel, 2. And we're going to attach it to the back. Here where this blue dowel is. Right there, like so. We're going to add these black dowels. One is going to be all the way at the end. And one is going to be right next to this black dowel that's inset. And then we're going to need a 1x4 brick with holes on the side. That's this part. And that's going to go upside down. And it's going to be attached to the blue brick and the black, blue dowel and the black dowel. Like so. Wow. PDF reader. Killing me. Now we need a really long 1x16 brick with the holes on the side. I'm going to pay really close attention to how this is attached because we want this to be just right. I think it's going to go like this. And what this is going to do is it's going to help secure that seat into the assembly. Snapped in nicely. Good, good. So now, pretty solid. I don't want to like flex it too much, but it's pretty solid now. Just kind of nice. The seat is captured, so it won't fall out. Excellent. Like to see when it comes together. We're going to add a little bit of color. We're going to take this 4x6 plate, a 4x4 plate, and some 1x4 yellows. And we're going to start building the front of, near the front of the assembly. And first we're going to add the 4x4 plate. I don't know if it really matters, but we'll add the 4x4 plate first. Then we'll add the 4x6 behind it. Give it a good squeeze. Tighten stuff up. One of the 1x4s goes laterally. And the other 4x4s, I'm feeling like I did this wrong. I did. This is supposed to go on the underside. I didn't pay attention to the little rotate icon. Oh no. That's okay. These should be relatively easy to take off. Let's use our trusty brick separator. Be careful. I'm a little scared to take that piece. I'm gonna wait. Okay. I'm gonna set this down on the surface before I try to take that off. There we go. Not so bad. Not so bad. It's always a little scary taking pieces off when the assembly is a little wonky still. So here we go. This time we're setting the plates on the correct surface. Although it doesn't seem to want to snap in for some reason. It's a little funny. I'm just gonna take it with both hands and give it a good squeeze. There we go. It's on that side. This side, it's not seeming to want to snap though. Something seems to be interfering, which is not great. How about I start with this side? Ah, there we go. I think that was it. It was one of the end bricks was not fully seated, and that was interfering with the fit. Okay, so let's do what we had planned to do before. And this goes here. So this is the underside of the chassis. Okay. Good. We're going to continue with large plates. This 6x16 plate, which is quite large, and these two 1x12 we're going to continue on the underside. And what we're going to do is we're going to add these 1x12 plates. It's going to help guide me where I put the larger plates. So, like, get that snapped in nice and tight. This ambient music is kind of trippy, huh? I feel it. It's spooky, spoopy. I guess it's appropriate given the Halloween timing, huh? There we go. Looking good. And then the larger plate goes directly behind it. I'm going to try to snap it in nicely like so. Make sure everything on both sides is snapped in. Make sure these guys are snapped in. Give it a good squeeze. Want everything to be nice and tight as it can be. Good. All right, so looking good so far. Now we're going to turn the assembly back around in this orientation, and we're going to add a couple of these wedge parts. So what we're looking at is these wedge parts here, and there's the other one, and they're going to help to finish off these rails on the gray plate that we just added. Go, looking good. Did you gather pieces? So it is a kit. Normally when you buy Legos, they come in numbered bags, and the instructions help guide you through that whole process. In the case of this particular build, it's an MOC, which is called a make your own creation, and I purchased it off a website. They shipped me the parts. Unfortunately, the parts were organized by part type and not by instruction. So that's kind of what got me in trouble on Friday. And so I spent a lot of the weekend just kind of organizing parts by instruction, and kind of help this flow better. So normally that's what you want, right? So it just makes it a little easier. Although I guess if you're not really time constrained, it's not so bad, right? A little bit of a chaos build when you're not worrying about time, it's not as big a deal. But on stream, when I'm digging through parts, it's not the best content. So that's kind of why I decided to do that. So this yellow piece helps tie this seam together. There we go. And this white piece right behind it. And then a couple of white 2x3s. And they sit on top of those and tie those together. So the build is quite solid now. And we're going to take some more 2x3s and we're going to stack them up right on top of what we just did. Go. This part is a little bit of a funny story. So the MOC calls this for the special 8x2x1 brick, but they didn't ship that. What they did was they told you to use two 2x3 bricks, two 1x2 or 2x3 plates, two 1x2 bricks. If I can find the other one. Shouldn't be that hard to spot a 1x2 brick. And a 2x2 plate. And kind of assemble it on your own. So this should be interesting. I've already kind of peeked ahead in the instructions, which is how I know. And so I'm going to zoom in a little bit just to make sure I get the placement right. So I'm going to set the 1x3 plates in first. Got this plate there. This 2x2 plate I'm going to slide in from the bottom because, oh, I guess we don't have to. We can move the seat forward a bit. I'm going to slide in front there. And then that 1x2 brick, I guess that works. So I think what this piece was originally intended to do was kind of tie all these pieces that we did into the main body. Having them all as separate bricks won't do that. It won't tie them together, but at the same time, it feels pretty solid. And I don't think you really need a specialized part for that. Yeah. Let me zoom out. Continuing, we need these 2x2 gray bricks, which will go on the side. I always think it's interesting with Make Your Own Creations how relative to the orientation of the build, some of the parts may be upside down, right? So technically these parts are all upside down relative to the orientation of the main build. But it just kind of works out that way in order to get the fit of the pieces right. And we're going to need some more white bricks. So we're going to need two 2x3 white bricks and 2 white plates. The bricks go right behind that gray brick. And then we add the white plates to bring them to the same level. I'll do it over here. That way you can see in this camera a little better. Okay, now all these parts are kind of on the same level. Good. It's making good progress. We need a couple of 1x2 plates. And it looks like they stack on top of each other, so I'm just going to do that ahead of time. And I want to make sure I get the placement right. And it looks like they go here. So I'm just going to slot that in there. Nice and tight. We need the larger plate, a 4x6 plate, and it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna tie all those pieces because they're all on the same level. That is perfect. And now we're gonna add a ton of pieces to either side of the seat. So let's gather everything that we need. We will need 2 of these black corner pieces. 1x6 bricks. We'll need 1x4 plates. 2 of them, or 4 of them. 4. 2 2x4 bricks. We'll need 2 1x2 plates. 4 of these special wedged bricks. And we'll need 4 of these 1x1 plates with grips on them. So we're gonna gather those 3 and 4. So we've gathered all the pieces we need. Now let's kind of zoom in. It looks like it wants us to make sub-assemblies, and we're gonna make 2 sub-assemblies, 1 for either side. So we're gonna make 2 assemblies, 1 for each side. Let's start with step 1. Laura will use the brick. We'll add a plate onto it. The way that it's shown is a little confusing. It looks like it's offset. I think it's like that, so I think we're offset by 1 stud, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to add this 1x4 plate and pieces. I should have applied that piece before I put the plate in, like that. Here we are, looking good. And then we're going to add a corner piece up here. And a 1x2 plate to finish that off. We'll move on and add another 1x4 plate like that, and it's offset, so it's all the way to the edge here. And another grip, another 1x1 with a grip on top there. And then a wedge facing this way. There we go. So that's the subassembly we're going to add. And this particular subassembly is going to go on the pilot's right side. And this is going to go. Let me orient myself right, because otherwise I'm liable to make a mistake. Okay. And I think it goes all the way against the back, if I'm reading this correctly. Reading this correctly, it goes all the way against the back. Just making sure all the pieces are attached correctly. I'm gonna like peek forward a step or two and just make sure that I got that right. I'm like pretty sure I did. All right, let's make the other side. All right, so we take this piece, this brick, and again, we're going to offset it by 1. I'm going to leave it hanging by 1 on the back. We're going to attach one of these grips facing that way, like that. And then we're going to drop that onto here. There. Good. Then we'll add the corner piece, the 1x2. And then we add the 1x4 plate up to the top here to add this 1x1. Again, facing that way. Lastly, for now, take this wedged part and we put it facing this direction. And this gets attached to the pilot's left. I should probably know nautical terms for port and starboard. I don't. That's just not something I kind of grew up understanding, knowing. Is there a trick for it? Do you guys know? I would love to know if there's a trick to remembering which side is port and which side is starboard. So that's good. Was I only supposed to take 2 of these? Oh, I was only supposed to take 2 of the wedges, because we're going to take 4 more wedges and apply them in the next step, along with a couple of 1x8 bricks. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit, just make sure we get this right. And what's going to happen is we're going to attach them to finish that off, just like that. And then these 1x8 bricks go upside down, and they meet up with the front. So it looks like I've put the pieces on correctly, which is always a little bit of a relief. Sometimes kind of left to wonder if you align the pieces correctly. There we go. So looking good. Next, we're going to take a single 2x4 plate, and we're going to put it in the front here, and it's going to tie a couple of these parts together. Looking good. Okay, let's zoom back in. We're going to need a couple of 1x3 plates. We're going to need a couple of flat top 1x4 plates like this. They have a nice flat reflective top. And 1x4s go here. It looks like it'll be offset, so we're going to leave a 1 stud space in front of them. Make sure they're seated properly. And then these 1x3s, I want to make sure I get them in there right. So it looks like what's happening there is we're going to leave a 1 stud space. Front as well. I'm a little confused though. Let me orient this correctly. So as I see in the a little concerned about how it's positioned, but I think this is right. I think it goes like that. Pretty sure. Let's go with it. Okay, next step has us adding 1x3 bricks on either side of that. This is where we just put those 1x3 plates. Come on. There we are. Oof, that whole thing just shifted. Why? Is there a little bit of play in that? Oh, I guess there is. There's nothing really attaching that or holding it taut. Okay, we're going to continue. Make a little sub-assembly and then add it. Looks like we're going to start with that, which is a single 1x4 plate, a 1x2 plate, and 4 of these hook parts. 2, 3, 4. And we're going to make a little sub-assembly. I don't think that's going to work like that, but sure. Let's add it like that, and like that. Are they supposed to take 2 of those 1x2 plates? I only grabbed 1. Okay, and then we put another 1x2 there. There. All right, so now we have this little assembly, which we're going to drop onto the side. We're going to follow directions and do it on this side. And it's going to go upside down. That's good. And I'm assuming next step we'll be doing the same thing, but the opposite side. Indeed. So we'll take a 1x4 plate, 2 1x2 plates, 4 of those grippy parts, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're just going to build. All right, and then the underside, same thing. It's really, should have just had this build this same assembly twice, because it's not like it's dependent on side it's on. Drop it onto that same section just like so. Good. A couple of 1x2 bricks. That's 1. And that's another one. And then these bricks get attached in between the hooks here and here. So I will add that in. Good. Need this. Let's count a single gray flat top part and 2 corner pieces. That's 1 corner piece and that's 2. So the gray flat top part is going to go where? Again, let me orient the main assembly to make sure I get the placement right. So it does not go here. It goes over the top of these bricks like this. It actually goes in the center, from what I can tell. Oh, but this is I need a 2x4, and I grabbed a 2x3. Or 1x3. I need a 1x4. Okay. And then these corner parts, which I set somewhere, right here. I swear these black parts are so hard to see. I feel like this is not placed correctly. I feel like I've made a mistake somewhere. I feel like I've made a mistake somewhere. I'm a little concerned about it, if I'm being honest. So it looks like this is stacked correctly, but according to this, the 2x4 should be lined up here. Let's do that, and then we'll see how things go. I'm a little concerned because here it shows them offset. So maybe I just stacked those inner pieces incorrectly, but maybe I stacked these bricks wrong. Let me see what I can do about that. I'm gonna see if I can shift it forward 1. That didn't seem too bad. That did not seem so bad. Okay. Now, this 1x4 goes here. If it were a 1x4, it would go there, but that was only 1x3. There we go. I feel better about that. And let's add that other corner piece, which goes like this, upside down, and push those in, make sure they're nicely seated. Good. So done with step 54. Let's continue with these, nearly done with this bag, nearly done for today, with these 1x4 bricks, and we're going to need 10 of these. So that's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And these will, if you look closely, you recognize these are actually the little feet of the Lego men. Okay. It kind of weirdly says that you're supposed to put them together, but you can't really tie them together like it shows. I mean, they won't stay together. I get what it's saying, but okay, let's follow the steps anyways. We're gonna make this one sit like that, and then it's gonna have 2 of these parts sticking like this side. Right. Oh no, Dani's finishing up. We missed her stream. Dang it. I really wanted to raid her. Well, no sense in killing things just to go raid, but that's too bad. I always like stopping by Dani's stream when I can. It's a relatively short stream for her. Only 3 hours. All right, let's see. So it'll look like that eventually. And then we're going to add some more of these pieces and oriented like this time. Very good. Good. Right, so that's what it's intended to look like, and it's going to go in the front of the cockpit. So this is intended to sit somehow here. I feel like it's not, there's nowhere for it to snap though. Where would this snap? Would it snap here? No. It should snap in the front here like so. But there's nothing for it to snap onto. This is the tricky part. Trying to interpret how these things go. Okay, so if I'm reading this right, this part is supposed to sit over here somewhere. So sit over here. No studs for it to snap onto though. Let me go back. I'm gonna go back a step and just take a look at what's happening. Because with the addition of that 2x4 gray, this does not sit properly. It's supposed to, oh, you know what? I think I see how. Sits. It sits on one of these. It sits on one of these. That's how it attaches. Yeah. Yeah, that sits reasonably good. Okay. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Something just popped off. I see what it was. Part of it is because this is still not constrained. It's still moving around a bit. So I'm going to try to pop it back in. Intended. That's good. All right. Looking good. Looking good. All right. We need 3 of these black 1x4 plates. Need to find another one. On the front of this mess, we're gonna add 1x4 plate laterally, and 2 of the 1x4 plates longitudinally. There we go. Fantastic. All right, moving along, moving along. We need a couple of 1x2 plates. No, only one. And then we need a 2x4 plate. So 1x2 plate goes here. So now that's sitting at the same level as the parts around it. And this goes here. I think we got that right. Oh no. All right. Hold on to your hats, folks. I think we've got some friends coming. I think we've got some friends coming. All right. We're nearly done. I am going to have to log off soon, unfortunately. But that's okay. We'll kind of slow it down. We'll take it easy on our build. We'll say hi to the dinos. They're going to come and blow up the stream. What am I supposed to say for what am I supposed to say for a dino bingo, for stream bingo? Let's see. We'll need a couple of these 1x4 plates and a 2x4. Oh no, anonymous. Thank you for that. Thank you for those bits. I appreciate it. Droppy, thanks for stopping in. Howdy. Thank you so much for stopping in to say hi. How's your day been, Droppy? Everything good? All right. All right. Here we go. Oh my goodness, Dani. What is happening? Dino Raid. Thank you everybody for stopping in. Welcome. I'm like 99% sure everybody here knows who Dani is. But let me give her a quick shout out. Danielle Allard is not only an incredibly talented streamer, an incredibly talented musician. She's an amazing person, an amazing friend. If you're not already following her, which is, I think it's unlikely for this crowd, please do drop her a follow. Thank you so much for bringing the family over, Dani. It's so appreciated. Nice to meet you too, Blue Magus. Welcome. You guys started my very first hype train. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's incredible. That's incredible. Let me switch over to another view so I can see what's actually happening, how generous you guys are being. Thank you for following Super Lady. Thank you for following King Danbreaker, Dani cheering like mad, Jazzy. Thank you for the cheers. Cause gifting a sub to Droppy. My Dino Bar mug hasn't arrived. My Dino Bar pint glass hasn't arrived, but we do have a pint glass. And the tradition here, such as it is to mug you. So we're going to drop your Lego mug into the pint glass. Thank you for joining family. Oh my gosh, Dani, what are you doing? It's Papa Scoochie. Thank you for doing that. Holy cow. Holy cow. How many gift subs? I'm going to need some help counting. Math. What is math? All right. So we got Droppy. We got we got Siler. We got Dani. Thank you, Kaz, for being so generous. So we got 2 at least there. We got 5 that Dani added. Holy cow. Sorry, I'm not keeping the chat very well. Wow. Holy cow, you guys. Papa Scoochie, thank you so much for that generosity. It's really awesome. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cause gifting to Franco. Clever gifting to Stormin. Thank you so much. So generous of you guys. Incredible. It is incredibly chaotic being on the other side. So this is all of you guys that just got gifted a sub, that subscribed. Thank you so much. So appreciated. Honestly, I'm here just to kind of chill out a little bit, chat with friends, and it's so amazing to see all of you guys show up and cause this chaos. It's amazing. Thank you so much. I'm Carlos. I'm primarily a Lego streamer, although I did give game streaming a little bit of a try with Getting Over It. I fulfilled my promise of failing miserably. Cause okay, I think it's my alert notifications are still going. They're a little behind because of the craziness. Clever gifting to Sarah. Sarah, welcome. You've been mugged. Welcome. So today We are on stream number 2 of working on a Colonial Viper. So you can see what it looks like. Hard to point over here. Our first stream, much like our Getting Over It stream, was a failure. I tried a chaos build and it went poorly. Today, I kind of spent the weekend organizing the bricks, and today it's going much better. We're working on the main body of the Viper. It's going really well. And we're about to finish our first bag. We probably weren't going to stick around that much longer because, you know, Saturday, family things. But thank you, everybody, for being so generous and being here. Really appreciate you. Stormin, Chad, Droppy. I mean, I haven't said hi's to everybody that followed, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Patrick Saxophone, Lehman, thank you for stopping in. I should also give a quick shout out to a couple of folks that were here before stream, before you guys dropped in. We had the amazingly talented Linnea Wallen Arts stop by. Please, if you're not following Linnea, drop her a follow, say hi, be super nice to her. She's super nice. Also, we had Miali Music, Mimi. If I can find that shout out. She's also a super talented musician, streamer. She is, I believe she's French, but currently based in Canada, and sings in many languages. Please drop her a follow. Goodness, Mimi, you subscribed. Thank you so much. I appreciate you dropping that sub. It's so appreciated. Welcome to the bar. This will eventually be the corner bar. We're eventually going to build up a corner bar, but we're not quite there yet. So thank you, everybody, thank you for that host, Droppy. Ramina, thank you for following. I'm so behind on thank yous. Connor Drummer, thanks for following. Frosty Sea Turtles, thank you for cheering. 5 bits, that's awesome. If I don't say your name, it's not because it's not appreciated. This is really incredible. I feel love. Thank you for that incredible hype train. That was amazing. That was amazing. Thank you. All right. Let's continue this build. As you can see, I have my brick separator out because we've already made the mistakes. Mistakes have been made. And so we're gonna try to finish this bag out, try to finish the stream out. Clever, gifting to Rhino and Dunder. Thank you so much. Oh, Clever gifting to Rhino and Siler gifting to Dunder. Thank you so much. They're going into the corner bar pint glass. Awesome. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. How is your day? Dani, how's stream? I actually intended to raid into your stream, but this took me a little longer than I thought. I assume Dani's still around. I lost track in all the shenanigans and chaos. Carlos emotes coming soon. They're coming soon. Those are the temporary Twitch ones, Kaz. But you know what? I have Linnea working on some amazing emotes. I'm so looking forward to sharing them with you. Yes. Dani got stuck in the build so you could rate. Yeah, I imagine so. You know it's appreciated, so I love it. Thank you so much, friends. It's amazing seeing everyone here and feeling that support. I think I might have to shorten the notification times just because it is so behind. So what I'm doing is I'm skipping ahead. So I put these sub-assemblies together and I'm skipping ahead to the next step to see how they fit on, because I feel like they're going to stick up, and they do. The question is, how far do they stick up? It's a little funny. I think they go in the center here. And what we're going to do is they go like that. Yep. I think I just had a part fall off over here. It like literally popped off. Awesome. Let's do a little bit of securing. Nope. Nope. So today we built a lot of this, a lot of the seat. I think this is why it's not constrained, is because these were supposed to hold it together. So we built a lot of the seat. We built a lot of the main body of the Viper itself. Who here is a Battlestar Galactica fan? Let me know. Also, let me know if you like the original, or the classic, I should say, or the new version with Ronald D. Moore. This particular build is of the new version, but the Viper design didn't change very much from the classic to the reboot. So it'll look very, very similar, as you can see in the GIF and in the pictures. So that's what it'll look like eventually. I'm going to turn this model on its side so we can kind of see what we're doing. You spin freely for now, not constrained, which is fine. Clever, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate you stopping in with the dinos and saying hi and causing chaos. It's always great to see you, friend. We have so many awesome streamer friends here. By the way, Cosmoverse has been a really big supporter of the stream from early on. So please, I also encourage you to drop a follow for Cos. He's an amazing person. He somehow handles these crazy hot hot sauce. Cause maybe you can explain what they are, but he does these hot sauce challenges, which I like spicy food, but I certainly do not have the guts to go and try those. 6 million Scoville. That's incredible. All right. So what this is asking us to do is it's asking us to turn this upside down, which is a little scary. And then we're going to add this white piece to the front. Awesome. The insanity fuels us. It does indeed, Sarah. It does indeed. The chip challenge is next. That chip challenge should be something. I've seen the warning pictures that Kaz has posted in his Discord. Honestly, there's so many awesome streamers here. I know I'm missing many, but I mean, off the top of my head, of just the folks that I see in chat. Of course, Sarah streams, Chad streams, Dunder streams, Droppy, Stormin, Franco. We need to get Franco to stream. Siler streams. So please do drop these amazing folks a follow if you're not already. Exactly, Sarah. Exactly. We need to get Franco to stream. I'm in full agreement. So I'm gathering pieces for the next part. We're going to take one of these black parts and one of these really crazy 1x1 bricks with studs all over it. We're going to build this little sub-assembly. I'm going to set parts aside here. All right. So we're going to start with the yellow, stack an orange on top. Kaz is awesome. Nice. Kaz is awesome. a lot of streamers, right, Mr. Crow? Yes. And they're all super nice, super welcoming in their channels. So that's why I really do encourage everyone to follow. I'm okay. I do all right. Cause show Lego. We're doing that, my friend. We're doing that. All right. And then, oof, too much pressure. There we go. I'm just trying to make sure that that part is on there nice and tight. All right, so we got a little sub-assembly going, and we're going to add it to this section here. And what's going to hold it on are these studs. And I'm just going to hold it this way just because I don't want everything to fall apart on the back end. I'm just going to hold everything together. Very nice. Show VOD. Show VOD, Dunder. What's going on with Dunder's VOD? Tell me more. I want to know. All right, we're just going to gather. We only have a few parts left, which is awesome. So I'm just going to grab parts as we need them. What did Dunder do in his what did Dunder do on his stream, Dani? Tell me more. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. I've always kind of identified as a rebel, not an Empire guy. I've never been the biggest Darth Vader fan. He's an interesting character. I've always been more of a Luke guy. Arwinara, thank you for following. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the love and generosity you guys have brought today. It's incredible. Nothing short of incredible. All right, let's see if we can get this sub-assembly on without messing things up too badly. Ooh, that snapped on nicely. Oh, Dunder, is Dunder going to stream speed runs of getting over it? I want to see that. Dunder did a stream in 2018. We demand proof. Yeah, exactly, Dani. Speedrun. Let's go. Morrison, thank you for following. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate y'all being here, friends. It makes the day wonderful when we have friends here. All right. This is part of the nose cone for the Viper. Let me turn it around. You can see it's starting to take shape, right? So we have a long ways to go. This may be the largest Lego set I've ever built. This is over 2,600 pieces. I built the Imperial Star Destroyer, which is over 1,000. But this is a lot. So quite a large set. You can see in terms of dimensions, it's quite large. So yeah, this has been fun. We're gonna need these vented wedge pieces and these special 1x2 bricks. All right, and we're gonna add them to the front here. Add them to the front, and they're gonna go upside down. And wedges kind of going outwards. It helps if I attach the wedge correctly. So say we all. That will go here. There we go. By comparison, the largest set that I've built on stream, which is the NASA Saturn V rocket, is it's over 900 pieces. That took me 5 streams. This is 2,600. It's going to take me a while. I'm going to be on this for quite some time. This part is not wanting to seat. It's probably good because I think I attached the wedge incorrectly. Show grill. There we go. Here we go. Part of the grill. who here has completed getting over it? I am at the part with the building, trying to get across the horizontal ladder. I just popped that off. That's probably for the best. Okay, so that grill taking shape. We're gonna put that white plate back on. Good, good. I think only 2 pieces left. This might be an extra wedge that I accidentally grabbed. Otherwise, it's a piece that I popped off and I missed it, which is possible. And these 2 green pieces will go where? I'm trying to figure out. So it looks like it wants them to go upside down here. But there's nothing to retain them there, which is curious. Why? There's nothing to retain. Am I missing something? I think I'm missing something here. Did I attach this incorrectly? No. Maybe. Yep, I did. I reattached the white plate incorrectly. This is where we go wrong, folks. And then the green bricks attached to that. There we go. Success. Success. All right. So that's the end of the bag. We're at step 67 out of a lot. Let's see. Let me bring out a little mat for comparison. A crafting mat. So this is quite long in terms of inches. This is, oh, no, measured incorrectly. 10. So it's a little over 14 inches, about 14 and a half inches long. And you can see this is not full length, right? So obviously with the engines and the wings, it'll be a little longer in the back. This is about the front though, right? Because we got that front grill piece. I've got parts falling off, which is not fantastic. I'm gonna have to figure out where that came from. This just popped off. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for today, y'all. The next bag is also a ton of pieces. I'm not prepared to do that on stream today. But let's find somebody to to raid. Does anybody have any suggestions? I see a friend who raided us previously. His name is Lee McGee. We have Cal Dorian, who's also been an amazing friend. He's a really nice chill streamer. We have Matu, an amazing music streamer. Any suggestions, folks? I'm open to suggestions at the moment. Yeah. All right. Would you guys prefer to see a game streamer or a music streamer? How about that? Let's bring show games. Okay, Dunder coming out strong for the games. So Lee McGee, who has also a friend of the stream. He's been here before. He's raided us. We often see him play New World. We see currently he's playing Counter-Strike. He's got a small stream, so let's bring a little bit of chaos to him. Let's go to our end credits scene, which we can actually use today. It's amazing. Again, I want to thank Dani for her generosity for the raid. It's been amazing. We didn't have IC stop in today, but we had a ton of new follows. Thank you, Morris Morrison, Arwinara, Mr. Crow 309, Patrick Saxophone Lehman, Connor Drummer, Ramina, Captain Ketmari, Papa Scoochie, King Dambreaker, Super Lady, Issy Music, Walking 2, Iron Bark 72, and Blue Magus are following. Subs, thank you. Together 6, Agnuit, my brother, Alfredo, Bull of Spiders, Captain, Katamari. I'm not going to be able to read all of them, but thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in and just hanging out with me. Really, it's such an honor to be rated by Dani. So it's so appreciated. So let's go find our friend Lee McGee. Let's do this. McGee. We're gonna initiate that. We're gonna have our raid commands. I don't have a sub raid command yet, but we'll get there. Don't forget to, when we get there, to click on his name twice and drop him a follow. Thank you for being here, Ramina. I appreciate it so much. It means a ton. Rhino, Dunder, Stormin, Aronara, Siler. So much. Thank you. Let me copy that raid call because I haven't done it yet. All right. Let's see. Let's paste that in. We're good to go. Let's go raiding, guys. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Have a great week ahead, and we'll see you soon.
Yo, what's up, Wrong Valid? Oh, God. Stuff's going on. How you doing? How was your stream? I was lurking in there earlier. Oh, God. Terrified. Yo, hold on. I'm in a really intense moment.